Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Jeffrey DeMaira, and I'm thankful to have you here. This is xMonthly's inaugural marketing mix call, and we're thankful Jon Rivers is going to be joining us today to share some insights regarding what changes are happening within the world of marketing. Lots of changes to think about with AI and those capabilities. What we're going to be doing here today is working with our partners. We've had a lot of interest of agents and different organizations connecting with us, and our goal is to really align with our strategy, align with you to help you expand and grow your business. With the marketing mix, we'll go ahead and run through a number of activities. We'll cover some of our core competencies here at the xMonthly group. And essentially, we'll provide you with some email content, explain how and why you want to participate. We'll also provide opportunities for agents to showcase some of their capabilities so that agents can connect, get engaged, and pull in resources. Our agent profiles are full here at xMonthly. You get to showcase your profile. You get to showcase your capabilities, and we will work with you on your buy button. We'll bring in resources to help deliver on areas within the Microsoft Cloud Solution Stack to make sure that you are able to deliver that for your clients. So again, thank you all for joining us here today for the first marketing mix at xMonthly. At xMonthly, we think about products, we think about services, and we think about time. We want to try to bring your products and services to market. We do that on a monthly cycle. We think about each month as an opportunity to engage, an opportunity to provide updates. So the format for the marketing mix, again, we'll provide updates regarding what we're doing here with our CSP briefings, helping you align with our strategy to help grow your recurring business. We will also bring in industry presenters to share insights on industry trends or opportunities to work. Today, when you registered for today's call, we discussed agencies as well as campaigns. So we'll be sure to touch on those here today. The marketing mix is held on the first working Monday of each month. The reason why we say the first working Monday, you have New Year's, you have 4th of July, you have dates throughout the year that doesn't quite work. So it's the first working Monday. On the second working Tuesday, we have our CSP briefing. That's where we go into more of the product capabilities, some of the thought leadership discussions around product AI and those solutions. And then the third Wednesday, we have our general CSP briefing, and that's where clients can learn and adopt Microsoft Copilot solutions to help them expand their business. So moving forward, the entire Microsoft Cloud is massive. It's the most comprehensive cloud platform out there. We encourage people to explore. We encourage people to learn about it. Copilot. M365 Copilot chats now included. If you want it, the Copilot for M365, that's still an additional add-on SKU for Microsoft 365. But if you haven't explored Copilot yet, we encourage you to explore it. There are opportunities for you to leverage these capabilities. It increases your productivity and increases your ability to deliver working products and deliverables. It's very useful. As for adoption, there's great things to learn, and this is a great resource for you to dig in. So, again, our offerings, we're going to help educate our partners. We're going to help educate our clients. We're going to provide you the tools and resources and keep you up to date with marketing. We're going to provide you insights to have new types of conversations with your clients with our secret agent briefings, where we highlight additional agents. And again, the xMonthly CSP briefing is a client event. You can register for it yourself as well, just to know what the experience is. That's held on the third Wednesday. So moving forward, we want our agents, everyone who is attending today's call, will begin the onboarding process to help you develop your agent profile, help develop your X, and help generate opportunities for other agents to work with you, bring you into other areas to help you expand and deliver on the full promise. At xMonthly, we do think time is important. We also do make ourselves available. One thing that's unique about our services that we provide is we have deep expertise within the Microsoft Partner Center tools, as well as the M365 and Dynamics solution stack. So we've worked with Microsoft, we've worked with leading distributors to kind of learn about the Microsoft Commerce incentives and how partners can achieve those. So again, we're happy to help guide you through that process as well as connect you with other teams. Now, the big thing that we want to do here, again, our go-to-market with you is scheduling private CSP briefings so that we can help build your Microsoft 365 practice. We will do it for you and we will invest in you. From there, we'll work with you. We will execute email campaigns, we will do call downs, and we will provide a professional presenter to help cover these topics. It's an exciting opportunity for partners to accelerate that cloud conversation. If you're sitting on a bunch of ERP on-premise clients and you're trying to have a cloud conversation with them and they are not ready to move their ERP or CRM or business application, this is a conversation to help you accelerate your entire business. Let us have it with you. To schedule it, it's very simple. To make it worthwhile, there is a funded engagement with Microsoft. We need 3 clients that haven't purchased Copilot. We'll help fill those seats with you. When someone joins these briefings, we have built out Power Automate to send emails and notifications off to our partners. When you register a client for a general CSP briefing, we will notify you and connect the dots that has happened as we registered the lead. We always cherish those opportunities to work with partners. So let's chat about those opportunities to make sure those expectations are set. When you register your clients, we send emails and CC our partners or agents on those client communications. They may or may not have registered for the event yet. So we're given a way to learn about Microsoft CSP briefings and begin to explore and learn more about Copilot for Microsoft 365. There's landing pages that clients can learn and watch short videos about the capabilities of these new solutions. Beautiful thing about Power Automate, which is part of the Microsoft 365 stack, right? So if you have M365, many clients can actually leverage the Power Automate Flow solution. Once you get there, that begins to open up the conversations. The integrations, the capabilities, the possibilities. Think about Power Apps. Is there an app out there that your client is thinking about building? Do you need to develop a proof of concept? They are already paying for these solutions, and you have engagements and conversations to have. Again, with any workflow, you can put in delays and send in additional emails. We try to make it simple. We're getting very pointed. Right now, Many of us call this Q1. In Microsoft world, this is Q3. Almost 50% of the Microsoft 365 subscriptions are renewing in this quarter, right now. If you don't capture those subscriptions and they renew, transferring them over becomes much more difficult after renewal. So right now is the time to have that conversation. Right now is the time when you want to schedule a CSP briefing, a private one, so that we can give all clients within your cohort the same experience. Learn about CSP briefings, go ahead and go to xmonthly.com, click on CSP briefings. Feel free to register for the next one on February 19th, or register a client and experience how we communicate and connect the dots with our partners. So that's a lot. We covered some tactical capabilities for you to do that. We've shared with you what we'll do. We'll help run those campaigns. We'll do call downs and we'll help set expectations. Those CSP briefings help your clients think about the power of AI, the changes that are happening in the world. Now, everything is moving fast. How do we keep up with all this information? It's hard. We need to rely, we need to work, and in collaboration, being better together, we can keep up to date with the most important things. I recently saw on LinkedIn that marketers are starting to see significant drops in their website traffic. What has changed? What behaviors have changed? Have you been launching Copilot on your Bing phone and searching a new way? Are you getting new information? Is your site being referenced? It's my distinct honor today to invite Jon Rivers from Marketeeri to share more about the benefits of working with agencies and staying up to date with some of the major changes that are happening within marketing, things that partners need to be cognizant of to make sure that you are above the fold. Hey, Jon, how you doing today?
Doing good, Jeff. I'm just blown on where you're going with things, but yeah, things are definitely changing. I mean, definitely on the marketing side, we're starting to see more traffic disappear from Google and Bing. I mean, that's definitely happening, and it's moving to another platform or platforms. At the end of the day, I think you made a good point as it's tough to keep up with everything. I mean, even as a marketing person, trying to keep up with the trends, what's driving traffic, what's driving leads, it's tough. We've got multiple people on our team that are constantly looking at things. But AI is definitely a big driver. It is changing, and trying to keep up with that changing and evolving literally can be every day, or in some cases feels like every minute. It's a tough one. So I hear you, what you're saying. Yeah, so what have we been seeing? I mean, you're right, is traffic has started to drop on Google and Bing, right? People are starting to use a different search tool to actually go and search and get answers on things. And what is that? Well, they're starting to use products like Copilot, ChatGPT, and others to actually go and find out and get answers to questions. So what does that mean for you? At the end of the day, well, traditionally, if you're someone that worries about SEO on your website, which you should be, because at the end of the day, people find you. At the end of the day, your website, it's key. But at the end of the day, if people can't find you, it's like not having a street address. If you don't have a street address, you can't find you, right? I mean, now we got to think about that in really in the world of the cloud. And as people are migrating off, the search terms are changing. Like I said, I mean, I actually have defaulted on my machine that actually it will go to AI instead of going to a traditional browser. I'd be curious. I mean, I'm sure people can put it in the chat, but I'd be curious to see, even with the group of people who are on this call, how many of you are actually using chat for your search compared to traditional searches these days? At the end of the day. So I think that's key. What does that mean? Well, we have to start, as we look at writing content. One of the things we always looked at when writing content is, what are the keywords? What are the keywords people are searching for, right? Now that's changing. People are searching in a slightly different way. So traditional keywords that you may have thought are the correct ones, yes, you may still have to bring those in, but you have to start to think about how people are searching on chat as well. And then how does that work, right? So at the end of the day is, it doesn't work like a traditional search. So basically, you're having to make sure your content is ready, available. So for example, is that these tools are downloading or acquiring, as I call it, the memory bank. They're sucking in all this data, but it's, whereas Google or Bing, they're doing the search, so therefore it's a little different. You got to get this information in, right? So there's no simple one approach for this. So understanding how it's ranking, how people are searching is really, really key here, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, when I was thinking, I built a few websites in my day, and just thinking about the basics. You used to just submit a sitemap, you'd work on your meta keyword descriptions. Are there some like elemental things that changed and the people didn't change with it? You're just missing?
I think it goes back to what I just said about the sort of the keywords. So you may have gone out there and used a keyword like online marketing. Well, now, I mean, and even that we use this in traditional as well, is we have to think about maybe a different phrase. It's like, how to improve my online marketing strategy, right? That needs to be, so we're using a lot more long tail keywords. And basically it's more on questions. What are people searching on, right? Um, Another example is, how do I optimize my website for AI, or what is the best way to improve my SEO? You got to start thinking of that. But at the same time, it also can have a knock-on effect to do with your website and the structure and how it decides that you are the source that it wants to add. So at the end of the day, just adding a couple pages with those keywords doesn't mean that you're still going to get ranked. That could go in traditional as well, but you got to go greater than that. You got to become that expert on that topic. So I think a good one here is, right, we have a lot of probably partners who are looking at trying to do migration from on-prem to BC as an example,
Mhm.
right? So let's just say, if we're going to talk about GP to BC, we need to talk it many, many times in different ways to educate not only traditional searches, but also to make sure that when the AI tools pick up, they see you as an expert because you've got a lot of content that's talking about that topic.
You know, yeah, it's interesting. I'm actually thinking myself right now, right? So, never before have there been tools for entrepreneurs to start, right?
Right.
Um, the I try to overcompensate for any of my weaknesses. So one of my team members helps me make sure I don't sound like a robot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Bust for that matter. Can you just share a little bit about these tools, the risks, the AI with copy and paste? Are you seeing people being negatively impacted by these? Or, does it really require that extra mile?
I think that if I'm listening to it, the question there is, I think what we're definitely seeing is people starting to, in their own marketing, is to actually start and use AI, which I'm not going to say is a bad thing, but at the end of the day is that then they don't put their stamp on it. They don't humanize it. So it's very quick sometimes to see, let's just take LinkedIn. I know probably quite a lot of us post on there. Sometimes it's very quick to actually see that that was not generated by a person. it actually is generated by AI. And so therefore it doesn't have that human feel to it. Same goes as, not that I had an issue with this. I mean, at the end of the day, they've got to do what they did, but there was a client or a prospect that we had that was going to go down one of our programs, but then decided that they got from upper management is to use AI for everything. So AI to help generate their, basically rework their website, AI to do this, AI to do that. Again, I'm going to say it's great, but it's not going to get you the finished piece. You gotta work on it. It's not going to get everything correct.
Yeah, it's interesting. Part of the challenges I'm seeing when I'm looking at these tools, that they actually call them hallucinations, right? It's like, where did you get this information from?
Right.
Um, it's wild because even with AI and even with these large language models that are out there, it's like the data that you are having there to help make sure it's delivering the right message. Um,
Exactly. And I think the one I always use is it's okay if it's I mean, even if it's picked it up, right? Someone else has written about it and it's able to suck that in. It may still not regurgitate it correctly, right? But at the same time is, hey, we're getting very close to what, wave one in the space. I mean, what are we now? April time frame. We'll see wave one. But the way I always use that as an example, let's say no one has written about any of the features and functions about wave one, right? No one's put it out there. AI has no clue. So at the end of the day, we're on the front end as ERP and CRM partners. We need to sometimes we have to take that information, and only we can actually be the ones who regurgitate it because it's not out there in the public domain yet.
Love it. One of the things that we're trying to do here, I love product marketing, right? There's so many things I love, so I invest myself in it. So we have this community calendar that we provide. It's a work in progress. We're making it better. We'll be flipping it for the next 3 months. We'll always be putting the 3 months out there. But for February, we'll be, hosting a release wave, just educational event, just to know what's going on. Because beyond just the Dynamics release wave, the virtual launch event, you have the Business Central launch event, you have the Copilot wave launch event. I mean, there's just so many different elements to it, and I just love to research and learn. And
Right.
so we're going to pull in some additional agents to help us deliver that content. It'll be mid-February. So everyone be on the lookout for that here shortly. And if we ask you for help, that'd be great. So uh, let me see. Does anyone have any questions? Feel free to drop them into the chat. Um, I could go on for questions with you, John, forever. You've really helped me and help the community be strong. So I definitely want to thank you for that. To quickly cover John's services, right? We're working with them, and this is how partners can kind of think about how you can work with us. Not only is it products, not only is it services, it's the people, it's the community. And we're here to help you build your buy button. The better one is at a specific task or function or horizontal industry, that's the more targeted we are going to get. If you visit our site today, you'll begin to start seeing the structure. You'll start seeing a few of the different pieces, the elements that are coming together. It is a working POC, and we're beyond excited to help launch additional partners on here. With that, I did want to provide just a quick reference if people had any questions on some of the different capabilities. We've launched January 2025, so it's official. We provide all of our content and we try to be overly transparent with our partners and where we are. If you want to watch our launch call, it's available on our overview page. You can see the types of engagement that we are doing with our partners. You can highlight your content. We're getting ready to post one for Jon as well. We had a highlight last week with the Crancer group. We were able to do about a minute, 45-second pitch, which is exciting. Michael Wall, one of our secret agents, provided the future of work is here content. So we're bringing the community together. When you have the chance, check out the xMonthly Times. They'll help keep you up to date with what's coming, what has happened. All right. For the cadence with these calls with xMonthly, we do block out about 45 minutes in case there is additional engagement so that we can dig in on certain items. If it's possible, feel free to go ahead and schedule a private briefing with us. We'll coordinate these. It does take a couple weeks for us to have the most success to get these scheduled. So if you can drop in here, schedule a briefing, our team will be prepared to deliver one of these. And if you'd like to attend the next session, just join our CSP briefing page and we'll put on a great show. All right. Well, Jon, I appreciate you popping in. I love being able to kind of lean on you for, guidance. I know many of the partners here do work with you on your services. You're with you, which is exciting. And we're just trying to help bring in another avenue to help expand a partner business.
Yeah, and I appreciate you letting me come on to this first call that you're having to do with marketing as well. At the end of the day is I love the community. So at the end of the day, I want to give back. Yes, I mean, we're always trying to find new clients, but at the end of the day is trying to share what we're seeing out there. I mean, hopefully you'll see me at a few events coming up, sharing more and more as we get in. I mean, for us, SEO and AI is definitely a hot topic for us internally here, and we're trying to share as much findings as we can on that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. Uh, wow. Well, I want to wish everyone a wonderful day. We'll be following up with you for attending today's call. You're able to, we'll list your first service here as we build out your buy button. Thank you for your time and support. We're going to be building out a full solution catalog and helping connect and promote your X. So thank you for attending today's session. We look forward to having you be, contributing agents as we bring xMonthly and your X to market. Thank you all and have a wonderful day.